What it is, guys, Kid 13 back again with another video, and there's something that I really want you guys to listen to. So look, I just got done watching a video, just got done watching an episode of this game show called Deal or No Deal. This is how you play the game. You go to this place and you pick briefcases to see if you have the $1 million, right? And if you do have the $1 million, you can win a lot of money. The banker can, this is what I'm saying. Alright, this is how it goes. You pick one briefcase to be as your main briefcase, right? That briefcase has money in it, but you don't know how much money is in there because they tell you at the end in that briefcase, after you pick another briefcase, they'll show you the amount, and it's only good if that amount is low, so then that means there's a higher chance that you have $1 million in your briefcase that you picked earlier. So, and also after each pick, the banker, which is somebody that's trying to make you not get the $1 million, will offer you a cost, which is like, let's say you pick one and pick a briefcase and it had $500 in it. Banker calls and he says he wants to get you out early, so he's gonna offer you like $31,000, right? He does that over and over again until you either say deal or no deal and go to like the last two briefcases, which is the one that you got and the one left. So that is one episode that I saw, right? Made me so angry. So look, there's this white lady, right? She's getting married to this white guy, and she's also a poker player. And she went on this game show. The thing is, though, she was extremely good at poker, so she knew all about the odds and all that. So she wanted this, and she was so confident that she had the $1 million, right? She went down to the last two cases, all perfect. Well, not really perfect, but she did great. And guess what? When she was going, she kept saying over and over again, "Yes, I have the $1 million in this case. I have $1 million in this case. I just know it." And guess what? I'm going to save it to the end. But look, she kept on saying over and over again, "No, the banker is taking advantage of me, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna keep on going." So she gets to the last two cases, which is the one in as hers, and the one up there that she could have picked from. So look, the last two amounts that was left was $25 and $1 million. Cause she did great. I'm not gonna lie, she did great. And before she picked out of those two briefcases, the banker gave his last offer. And you know what that offer was? $341,000. But listen, she still had those last two amounts. A very low amount, which was $25, and a very high amount, which was $1 million, which is the highest that they'll go to, the highest that you can get in that game. So, you know what she did? She was like hoping that she could get some real advice. She could get some good advice from her husband, because she said that he matters the most to her besides her friends and all that. You know what the husband said? The husband said some dumb stuff. He was hoping that she'll get the $1 million the whole time. He was even saying that they was going through this scenario in their head before they even got there. And you know what he said? He said, "Look, we know that you're gonna get you know that there's $1 million in that case, but it'll be even better to stick with what the banker gives you, which is $341,000. And I promise you, you will not be miserable." And you know what happened? She ended up sticking with it. And this whole time, and when she was listening to the offer, she said, "My husband means the most to me." So she ended up picking $341,000 that the banker offered, right? So after that, all that, they came up, gave a big hug to her and all that. So then, this time they opened the case that she had and the case that was up there. You wanna know what's so funny? The whole time she was saying that she had the $1 million, right? Guess what? She did. She did have the $1 million. The other case was the $25 that was up there. All she had to do was say no deal, decline to trade, and keep her case. She would have had $1 million. But nope, she stuck for the $341,000. Now, white people, I'm not going straight to you with this. This could be anybody, but I'm saying this time y'all gotta take that L. In human society, y'all gotta take that L. Cause this is what I don't like. She said she did all that. She was hoping that she had the $1 million in her case, right? And she ended up having the $1 million in her case. But she didn't pick it. She picked the offer that the banker gave. Now, if I was her husband, and she did that to me, I would have broke up with her instantly after we left, even before the marriage, because they were getting married. Because, like, what if she was giving all hope into the relationship, and after we get married, and then she just ends up giving up? I'm not gonna go through that, so I would have broke up with her anyway. I know it sounds dumb, but hear me out. Wouldn't you do the same thing? Throughout the whole game, she had hope that she had $1 million in her case, which she did, but she decided to go with the offer that the banker gave, which was $341,000. Now I'm gonna get my calculator out, cause that's a big margin. Oh, also, the offer before was $404,000, which is more than $341,000 if you can count. Now I'm going to my calculator right now, and if you subtract 1 million minus 341,000, that's $659,000 of a difference. Also, if you subtract 404,000 minus 341,000, that's $63,000 that she could have had. $663,000 more that she could have had if she would have picked that 404,000 the round before. That makes no sense. I find it funny because the banker was actually taking advantage of her, because he believed that she did have the million, but he wanted to ruin her small by making her go for a lower offer. And it actually ended up working. He ended up making her go for a lower offer than the round before, and actually sticking with that when she did have the million. Now, guys, tell me this in the comment section below, or even in real life, face to face. If you were to go on Deal or No Deal and you believe that you had $1 million, and it came down to a 50% chance of you having $1 million, like let's say $1,010,000 on the other side probably, and y'all cases didn't open, and the offer was $341,000, and the round before was $404,000 because you end up picking a higher amount, which was like $50,000, right? She picked $50,000 the round before, and the price went down from $404,000, and with the $341,000, and she ended up sticking with $341,000. If you were in real life, tell me, would you rather pick the $404,000 before, because it was right before the $341,000, but if you didn't pick the $404,000, you would go into next round, and since it was a lower cost, you would not stick with that and go with the $1 million that you was hoping that you had in your briefcase. It makes no sense. You know what? I'm done with this video. White people, take that L. Human society, we gotta take that L. K13's out, man. Peace.